Thank you very much. Welcome back to the show. You know, I've never really been much of a parade fan, but there was just, I don't know whether it was the presentation or the units assembled, but I thought that this year's Fiesta Bowl parade was beyond comparison to anything.
It's a great group of
look,
cyclists.
there, guys on big goofy bicycles,
They're
Paul.
wearing
What
black
more
breeches,
could you want,
knee-length
hope for, or
stockings,
ask
jaunty caps,
in a
white
Fiesta
shirts,
Bowl?
red trim. They are the Arizona Wheelmen, and they're
Oh,
celebrating
the
their
Arizona
bicycling
Wheelmen.
heritage with these wonderful antique bikes. Take a look at those high wheelers. How do you suppose they get on those things?
And you know who that is? That's Kelly
About
Lang
that, once
doing the
you're on them,
commentary.
How do you get off?
All right.
How much time did you log in front of the TV set watching that?
Plenty, plenty. I'm turning into an old man, an old fat guy.
No, you're not. You're
You
in
don't
the
think so?
best. I think you're in the best physical shape of your entire career. You know what else I wanted to say to you?
Huh?
Every night you make this show the #1 talk show party in America. Don't you think so, ladies and gentlemen?
Wait a minute. Let me see.
Something nutty.
Thank you very much, Paul. Now we have some editing to do. Oh, by the way, this was left over from Christmas, Paul. I didn't get a chance to give it to you sooner, but there you are. A little something for you.
You know what got into me? A phrase came to me. I don't know why. An original phrase came.
What are we doing? Let's bring out a guest. Maybe that'll help. Our first guest is a lovely and talented comedian. She is an alumna of SCTV, and her films include Heartburn and Beetlejuice. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the lovely, the talented Catherine O'Hara. Hi. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. You know, there's one of these cable deals is running SCTV every night at like 10 or 10:30 or something, and I watch it as often. You don't seem pleased about that.
Oh, I just made a very bad residual deal.
Oh. Well,
I'm not plugging it so hard these days.
oh, I'm sorry, but all I was going to say
I'm sorry, I loved it. It's
is
good.
every time I watch it, I'm generally always impressed with how funny those shows were.
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
A lot of funny people. Yourself, Andrea Martin, John Candy,
Eugene Levy?
who I think is just great.
Yeah.
And
Dave Thomas?
Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis. Very
And
funny.
Harold Ramis.
Harold
From
Ramis
the earlier
occasionally,
shows.
yeah. And also the little comedy cartoon deal you and what's his name have? I can't remember.
Martin Short.
Yeah, Martin Short.
Ed Grimley Show.
Yeah, that's very funny.
The completely mental misadventures of Ed Grimley.
Now, how do you and you play cartoon shows and urinating monkeys? The crowd goes crazy for it.
Well, you know why that is?
No, Paul, don't. How do you do that show? Is it all pre-recorded, just audio, like a year in advance, or how do you do that?
No, you go in and read the scripts and improvise around some microphones in a little studio, and then they do all the animation afterwards.
So you never see the
they
animation?
Have to fit it to you.
I see, yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I play Miss Malone, who is the character with the largest, most upright breasts in morning animation show.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're kind of like Ed Grimley's fantasy, right?
He's in love with me.
Yeah.
And I'm just a dumb actress. Hello, Eddie.
What is the deal on Ed, exactly? What's Ed's problem?
How do you mean?
Well, he's... anyway, it's a funny show. I enjoy it.
My mom used to ask me, is he odd?
Is he odd or odd?
Odd.
Odd. Did you have a nice New Year's Eve?
Yes, I did. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Same to you. What did you do?
I went to dinner with my boyfriend and four of the couples. And
Where,
then
where was this?
in L.A.
In Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we
Big,
went back.
big fancy place?
No, kind of casual, kind of hip.
Well, sure.
Sure. That was nice. And then we went back to Brett's house, Brett Cullen's house.
Brett Cullen being your
one of the
boyfriend?
friends,
One of
friend
the
of
friends,
Bo's. No. Bo's my boyfriend. Gee, like you know them, don't you? All my friends. Went back to Brett's house and danced to Frank Sinatra records.
Well, there you go. That sounds pretty good.
It was It's nice.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun.
Champagne and
Make any resolutions? That's the kind of question they only ask on talk shows, but since that's what we're up to here.
what's that about monkeys? I'm not going to try that again. Well, I'll never turn up a dog's eyelids again. I tried that. Have you ever tried that?
No, I wouldn't even consider it. Why?
I used to turn up my eyelids all the time as a kid. That's a very funny thing to do for your friends and relatives.
Can you still do it now? You're talking about physically folding up your eyelids?
But I swear, I haven't done this for years, and I did it a while ago at a dinner table. And I've never gotten such a reaction. It was like I turned into Elephant Man. All of a sudden, people went, oh! Like, really?
They were sickened by it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Well, give it a shot. Just try one.
I'm going to hurt myself. Don't any child try this at home.
No, of course not. Do you need a straight edge or anything to help fold it up? You're nuts. You're goofy. We have to do a commercial, and we'll be right back with the freaks. I forgot to mention Joe Flaherty's name.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry.
Joe.
Is there anybody else I left out of that group?
Yeah, I hope not.
Yeah. Anyway, they're all very, very good, yourself included. Are you getting ready to go on vacation? Just came from a vacation? You have a winter vacation? Ever go on a winter
I hope to
vacation?
go skiing again.
Yeah?
I learned to ski last year.
Where did you go?
Went to Big Bear for a day.
That's right near Los Angeles, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. You go up 2-hour drive and you're in snow. It's great. And then we went to Aspen for a few days. Tim Burton, who directed Beetlejuice, rented a house in Aspen last year and let us come.
What is Aspen like, having never been there? I hear that it's just like paradise but overrun with movie stars. No
we
offense.
didn't see any. Aunt Margaret was there, but I didn't get to see her. She had a skiing entourage, skiing around her.
But what is it like when you get into Aspen? What is it like?
Well, in town, it's kind of cute.
Yeah.
But,
like an old Swiss village or something?
Yeah. But it's very beautiful, especially at nighttime in the snow, and it's really pretty.
Yeah.
I got in a horrible skiing. It's the weirdest experience. Tim Burton was skiing with me all day because he's much better than I, but he was being very nice and sticking with me and going from the third lift up to the top of the mountain and then back down the third lift all day, never going to the bottom.
The third lift is about
it's like halfway up the mountain,
I see.
you know, at Buttermilk where we were. And this is basically my second day skiing in my life. And so Tim really stuck with me. It was great. And then at the end of the day, I kept saying, oh, Tim, you go on yourself. I'll make it down. I'll make my way down to the end of the mountain, the bottom of the mountain. It's okay.
Yeah, eventually, you really can't not get down one way or the other, right?
Oh, no, you'll get down, like, like that. That's the way I made it down eventually. But, so I said, I'll just follow the signs, the easy routes, take the easy routes, easy runs down. And so I kept 3 times in a row ending up at the third lift, which is halfway down the mountain, which is where I didn't want to go. I wanted to go down to the bottom, and meet him there. But I kept going down to the third, and the last time I went down, they were closing, and they said, don't come down here again. You won't get to how do I find my way down once I'm up there? How do I get down? And they said, just follow the easy. So it's like homey route or something, easy, dummy route, So then there were, thank God, there were a few people going down when I was got to the top again, and so I followed some people, but then I got lost again, and I got on an intermediate or advanced, run, and it was getting dark, and it's starting to snow, and I thought it was like a ranger, some kind of ranger episode.
Helicopter,
find me,
sure.
5 days later, and
eat off your own foot or something, one of those deals.
It was starting to look very delicious, and. So I thought, there are moguls, bumps, and I couldn't see that my body was just like going down like this. And so I could see there was a run through the trees over there, so an easier looking run to me. I couldn't see much. But I thought, that's it, that's got to be it. I look back up the hill and I see the signs. Yes, I took the wrong one again. So I think I'll just go through the trees here. So I start going through, and my pole gets stuck way down. So I think, I'll take my skis off and walk across.
There you go.
Do you know anything about skiing?
No, nothing.
The middle of the runs are not to be walked on.
Oh, really?
No. So I took one ski off, and I put my leg down and went up to my thigh, the snow.
Oh, you're like thigh deep in snow.
Oh, yeah. And I couldn't get out, and I put, if I put any weight on a hand, my hand would go down up to my shoulder, and I was like, I started really panicking. I thought I'm going to drown in the snow.
Well, not for a few months, maybe, but eventually, yes.
No, but it was like that. I was just sinking every time I put any body weight, you know, anywhere. I was like, oh, you know, and then I'd see a couple of people go by, you know, this is at the end of the day, I'd say, ah, you know, no one heard me. So I finally like lay on the two skis and dragged myself, and it took, I was like 25 feet, I think, but it took so long, and I was like, really, I was so panicked, really thought I was going to die. So then I finally get back on a hill, and I go down, and I'm on like a really advanced hill, going down like this, and I'm headed right for the third lift, which is in the middle of the night. And I see a bunch of, like a little group of people, a tiny group of people going across to a Jeep, and I see it's one car left in the parking lot there, and if I don't get to them, that's...
Yeah, you're done forever.
Well, that's pretty much for me.
Yeah.
Right? So I just sat on the skis and screamed all the way down, wait, 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 and then I got in the car, and they're like the coolest family, and the grandparents and their daughter, and their little tiny kid like this, you know. They've all handled their skiing very cool, and I'm trying not to cry on the way home, and I cried for like 2 days every time I tried to tell somebody, and that's snow, and then
Did you ever fall down?
I love a good awe.
But this didn't discourage you from pursuing it again?
No, I went back the next day,
Good for you.
but I had to get everyone to stick with me.
Any films upcoming we should know about? Anything new in your life that you would like to mention?
I'm writing right now with Martin Short and Chris Guest and Dick Blasucci for Castlerock. We're trying to write a movie together.
Yeah.
And I hope we do it.
Well, I hope you do too. I'm sure that would be very funny.
And I'd like to plug my sister's record. My sister, Mary Margaret, just came out with a record on Virgin Records out of England and Canada. It's not released here yet, but it's called Miss America.
Is it a nice record? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's great.
Really?
She's really
Oh,
talented.
good. Well, I hope it's a big hit.
Wonderful.
Nice to see you. Happy New Year, Catherine. Good luck with your eyelids. We have to pause now for station identification, then we'll be back. Since you're in a really good mood, let's go to the Weather Center, huh? The Weather Center is located somewhere. Where is it located? Right here in this building. The official title is the New York City Forecast Center. Are we there yet? Of the U.S. Weather Service. Oh, here it is. It's located on the mezzanine of 30 Rockefeller Plaza. Are we there yet? There we are. There we are right there. This gentleman is Joe Guarino. Garwino. Is that anywhere near Malta in Norway?
It's a bit south.
Joe, how are you tonight?
I'm pretty good, Dave. How are you?
And are you a meteorologist, Joe?
Yes, I am.
And you predict and observe and forecast weather for the entire East Coast and, if you needed to, all over the world, right?
Well, in this office, we just do for northern New Jersey, New York City, Long Island, and southeastern New York.
But favors for friends, too, I would guess, huh?
Yeah, we could do favors.
You know, Joe, I used to do a little bit of television weather, and I knew nothing about it, and I always had one question. What exactly is an occluded front?
An occluded front is when a warm front catches up to and passes... is when a warm front catches up and passes a cold front.
And is that different from a stationary front?
They're very similar. The weather associated with each one is pretty similar.
Okay.
They're different, though.
Do you enjoy your work? So what you're saying then, Joe, they are similar, but yet somehow different.
Yes.
Do you enjoy your work, Joe?
Yeah, it's a good job.
Okay, I tell you what, a little bit later on, we need to know if you can find out for us conditions in Norway, in any town in Norway will do.
We'll try to
like
come
there's
close.
a difference from town to town in Norway.
We'll
But in the meantime, tell us exactly what the current conditions are here in Manhattan.
Okay, in Central Park, the temperature is 43 degrees. Dew point 23 degrees.
All right, what is the dew point? What does that mean?
The dew point is the temperature at which the air would be saturated, meaning 100% humidity.
And we're not close to that at all, are we?
No, not we're 43.
Okay.
When you reach your dew point, that's at the time when, for example, in the morning when you see dew on your car, that means the surface of your car reached the dew point and the water condenses on it.
And that's where that meter is connected to somebody's car somewhere?
No, it's Central Park also. Okay.
All right, and if you just step up on the next one and tell us how much you weigh, Joe, that'll be the end of this.
Okay, the winds are from the west-northwest. at approximately 7 or 8 knots.
Right.
And the barometer is 1014.6 millibars.
What is the barometer?
1014.6 millibars.
Now, is that going up or going down, or can you tell us from that?
Currently, it's going up.
Going up, so that means we have fair weather ahead.
Tonight should be all right. Tomorrow we have a chance of some showers or snow showers or flurries.
Oh, okay, like I said, we have some snow showers. Boy, oh boy. All right, Joe, you stand by, and you're going to keep us company here for a while, and if we have any weather questions, we'll forward them to you. And later, I want to know about the wind chill factor, okay?
Okay, Dave.
Okay. We'll be back with you, Joe. See, Paul? Weather's fun. Okay. Here we go. Our first guest, a very funny man and a talented actor on Saturday mornings right here on NBC. You can enjoy his completely mental misadventures of Ed Grimley. And his new film is entitled Three Fugitives, opening soon, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Martin Short. It's nice to be home. Happy New Year.
You make me feel brand new. I didn't know which line I was going to. Happy New Year to you. You look better than you've ever looked in your life.
Oh, no, you're just making that up, aren't you?
No, yeah.
I know you are.
Yeah.
I mentioned this before, and I'll just say it again. I think that this little kiddie show you got on Saturday morning is very, very funny. Very entertaining.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
That's kind of exciting to do, I must say. It's great to do a show that no one bothers you. Because it's just Saturday morning. We have that unusual cast. Jonathan Winters and Joe Flaherty, Andrea and Catherine, and Dave, and Chris Guest did a show. And then Ed is different in this show. You know, I mean, he does different things. He sings occasionally in the show, like Bobby Short.
Yeah.
You know. Don't know why. For no reason.
Yeah. Do you, and if this is a sensitive area, forgive me, but do you get the feeling maybe Ed is better as an animated little fellow? I mean, it seems, you know what, it seems to be a perfect match there.
Well, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, you watch the show. I obviously, you're getting up very early. Now,
it's on, I think, at 11:30 here.
Yeah. Do you get up each Saturday and watch it?
I'm usually just getting in at 11:30, so I've seen several of them, yeah.
Do you ever get dressed up as Ed, or is it just... Let's see those teeth.
You know I have.
Have you ever done Ed?
And is this part of the contest?
Yeah. Well, that's what I see.
There is an Ed Grimley look-alike contest.
There is an Ed Grimley look-alike contest on February 1st, and the winner gets to have lunch with me. Or my agent Buddy. I'm not sure which.
Buddy.
But one of us are going to know. It's going to be me.
Buddy.
This is a little child. There are two groups, you see. Under 13 and over 13.
Right. And what are we looking at there? About 14, 15?
14, 15 years of age.
And who's judging these entries?
Well, you know, we've got people. This is, I don't have my list on me.
This is very cute.
Yeah. Now, this is Ronald Reagan's, doesn't this kid look like Ronald Reagan a little bit? Check this. It's kind of where Ron's going.
And this is also, I guess, sort of cute.
Yes, it's definitely...
But this next one, oh, no. Well, no, I'll reserve comment. Here we have... Now, this is a woman, isn't it?
This is a woman who probably has stayed in a lot of Saturdays in her day. I kid. This is interesting. This is a gun here. I don't quite know.
Oh, my God.
Ma Grimley.
I think I read about this in the Post a couple of weeks ago. Something about a freeway sniping. Now, wow. And finally, here we have, this looks like a relative of mine.
There's no age limit, you see.
Yeah.
And... See, go closer. Can you see?
Yeah, there he's got it right up there, yeah. But see, I think that this accurately demonstrates the appeal of the character to the very young, to the a little older.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah. Anyway, I get a kick out of the show, and I hope the contest is a, I don't know, big success. You want it to be a big success?
I would like it to be a big success. It's nice that people are liking the show.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada.
All right, we'll find out what the weather is right up there.
Okay.
We'll do that in a
Can I predict?
Sure.
Snow flurries, 38.
Snow? Flurries?
Yeah.
38. All right, we'll find out about that. Then we'll talk about anything else you want to. We'll do a commercial,
And we'll be right back with... Let's go up to the Weather Center for just a second, and we'll see if they have your forecast or the conditions for Norway. Joe, are you there?
Yeah, here I am.
Have you heard any of this?
Yeah, we looked up the call-ups over here, and we have Oslo. That's close enough.
Oslo,
Norway.
All right. And what is the forecast?
At 1 p.m. it was 41 degrees and cloudy.
Is that Fahrenheit or Celsius?
That's Fahrenheit. We also have Celsius, 5 Celsius.
Which do you prefer, Joe?
I prefer Fahrenheit, Dave.
Yeah, I think I do as well. Okay, and the outlook for Oslo?
We don't have that.
Okay. How about Hamilton, Ontario?
We have that on the other screen over here.
All right, let's hear that, Joe.
Okay.
This is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
They had to provide some sort of service like this on the television where you could find out what the weather is on a regular basis.
Basis would be marvelous.
Okay.
It's like having Sally Kellerman.
Hamilton, Ontario, it's partly cloudy. The temperature, that's 1 Celsius, I believe.
Yes, and what is 1 Celsius, Phil?
That would be 33 degrees Fahrenheit, Martin.
33, very close. You said 38.
Show me, do me.
Yeah. And what about snow flurries?
We don't see snow flurries. It's partly cloudy.
Well, you know, you could have played along, Joe, to make everybody
I'm sorry,
happy.
Dave.
All right, Joe, we'll be back to you.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Anything exciting coming up there?
Coming up here, I'm going to find out we're going to have for dinner later.
You don't see any Libyan MiGs on the radar, do you?
No, not
All right,
like
Joe.
that.
Thank you very much. We'll talk to you in a minute. Joe. How was your vacation?
We just went to Sun Valley.
Sun Valley. Now, who did you go with? Because somebody else was here not long ago saying they had been, and I get the feeling you were all there together.
No, we were there just, I was with my wife and children. But then Chris Guest and his wife Jamie have a house there. So we were visiting them while we weren't staying with them. And then I went skiing. A foolish thing to do is skiing is to deny the truth, I found out, because Chris said, you know, do you want to go skiing? And I said, sure. And I hadn't skied for a while. Since '67, and I didn't tell him that. So so we went to the top of Mount Baldy. Before I was very kind of nervous, and I saw this mountain, and I said, so I was renting skis, and I said to the guy behind I said, does anyone get hurt? And he said, oh, I've had 2 friends who got super munched just 2 days ago. Yeah. So I decided to take a lesson.
No, wait a minute.
What?
The guy was like a skiing choreographer, or?
Absolutely. He had a very nice lifestyle up there. Don't knock it, Dave.
No, I wouldn't. No, absolutely.
So then, So then I thought. So I took a quick lesson from this kind of Liza Minnelli-like instructor. It's true. It's true. Just on the ground. She didn't look like Liza, but she had Liza's bubbly enthusiasm. She kept saying, "You're terrific." You could do that. This is terrific. You know the Liza thing that you... Yeah. So then... So we went up the hill with Chris, and then we got to the top, and then it was just like a bad Here's Lucy. You know? I mean, right off the ski, it was like, Gary, my skis have crossed now. Hey. And I just kept falling. I could not move 1 inch without falling, rolling, unbelievably. And then Chris taught me this thing which I didn't know, that you can, you know, just kind of ski to the side, and then you put your leg like that, and you go, why no? And you go like that, and why that? And you keep doing that back and forth. So, you know, normally it would take you 7 minutes to get down the hill. It took me an hour and a half. And finally, the weakest point was the last stretch was right down like that, and Chris said, you were going to kill yourself, so I had to. This was my first time in Sun Valley, get on his back. And he had to ski me down, you know. And then Mariel Hemingway is there, and hi, it's Marty Short, I must say, and I'm wearing a bad kind of woolen
You really can get awfully hurt doing that if you don't know what you're doing.
No, it's stupid.
What was the elevation of Mount Baldy? Was it really Mount Baldy?
Yeah. Mount Baldy, I don't know, 6,000 feet.
So you had no business being up there, really.
No, it was stupid, and I looked bad too. See, that's what bothered me. I was wearing a wool hat that had gotten wet, and generally, throughout my stay in Sun Valley, when I would go to the bathroom and come out, if a guy was walking in, he'd look at me, then he'd look up to see if he had the right room, then he'd look down and go, you know.
Oh, my.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a gal's look.
Yeah. Let's talk about the film.
Three Fugitives.
Three Fugitives. You, Nick Nolte.
Sarah Doroff. I guess you're wondering how we got her. Yeah. It's January 27th. No, she's a little 6-year-old babe. She's a 6-year-old little girl.
Oh, she's the little girl in the ads.
Yes, yes. She's
a delightful newcomer.
Yes, she's fabulous in this film. Nick is great. You know, Nick is the boy. When on my Grimley show, I have a rat named Sheldon, so I do Nick's voice. But he's phenomenal in the show.
Is he fun to work with, tough to work with, trouble?
No. He's great. I mean, you know, it's a very physical film. When people have seen it, they keep asking me if I've ever got hurt throughout it, which I never did. I got hurt once in my life, in my career, doing a piece for SCTV called Lewis Sings Dylan. It was Jerry Lewis. Lewis Sings Dylan. It was Jerry Lewis Sings Bob Dylan. It was an album, and it was supposed to be a commercial, and I was like an 8-foot podium, and on the top going, you know, there was a big wind machine, and I'm supposed to be saying, "The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wah!" And what happens at that point is that there are little threads and Velcro, and these little people off camera were to pull the
clothing off.
Velcro didn't give.
So you went
flying.
Bingo. Let me, are we going to look at the clip here or not?
Yeah, this is when,
Huh? Higher powers say no.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean? Huh? What? God. Jeez, I don't believe it.
Boy.
Anybody here interested in producing? See me after the show. Well, what do? We do a, do a station break. Well, we'll do a station break and figure this out, all right? We'll be right back here. Hi there. Welcome back to the show. You're just in time to take a look at a couple of seconds from Mr. Short's new film entitled
Three Fugitives.
That's right, Three Fugitives. Tell the people what we're going to see here.
This is the first scene where I come into the bank to rob it. Very kind of desperate guy, and I'm not that good at what I'm doing.
Is this a screwball comedy?
It's a wacky film fest of laughter.
Okay. Here
Francis Weber Drex.
Oh, he's very good, isn't he?
Sure not.
Here is, there it is. There you go. Three Fugitives.
Three Fugitives, January 27th, so they say.
Yeah, and funny film? You're pleased with the way it came out?
Very funny film.
Oh, great. I hope it's a big success for you.
Thank you, David.
Anything else we should cover here before you're dismissed?
Just I could say that I've taught my daughter, Catherine, how to win an Oscar.
Great. How will that happen?
Well, she would pick up, I teach her with a Barbie doll, she picks it up, she looks at it and goes, "Oh, baby." Now, this is preparing her.
How old is the little girl?
5.
5. Yeah, the county may take her away from you.
Well, they have no proof.
I hope you have a great year. Good to see you, Martin.
David.
Thank you very much for being here. Martin Shrunk, ladies and gentlemen. Martin Shrunk. You leave? Is that what we're doing now?
Commercial.
We're doing a commercial now.
Yeah.
Right. When do we do this exactly?
What is that?
This would be telling the folks who's left on the show and who'll be coming on
The
tomorrow.
next segment.
In a few minutes?
You could tell them now.
Or now. Someone's directing the show with a magic 8-ball tonight, I think. Coming up in this half hour, the wild food cooking demonstration with Dr. Frances Hammerstrom. Is she still with us? She is here. All right, I see on my list someone's been crossed out. Is he still here? He's here, but he's been crossed out on mine. So if you're scoring at home, ladies and gentlemen, Rich Scheidner is still here and playing third base. Tomorrow on the program, another good one, Sonny Bono, Teresa Russell, and Randy Newman, another great show. Now what? Now we do a commercial. We'll be right back.
Tonight on Late Night, first-time guest Lainey Kazan. She doesn't know what she's in for. Plus, they might be giants. And there's more. Not just on this show or the primetime anniversary special tomorrow, but later with Bob Costas. Dave's back to finish that revealing interview.
Geez, you know, I can't answer that question.
Stay up with Dave. Sleep in tomorrow.
Folks, how do you follow? Well, what a spot. What a nice spot for my next guest. People don't like to follow animals, but Marty Short is a very funny and talented actor. He's starring in a movie called Three Fugitives, which opened last Friday. He's doing great. Would you welcome Martin Short? Tell me this.
It's nice to be home.
Tell me this is not the goose.
No, well, it's a gift for you.
You're kidding.
I can't come empty-handed.
Are you serious?
Absolutely, open this thing, please.
No, what's going to happen with it?
Well, it's just, you know, it's... Goose didn't deliver. Oh, you see? And look, what's great is he can bounce. Like this, look.
You are perverse.
Thank you.
I took a crazy guess. I didn't know what was going on.
It's
nice to see you.
It's great. It's you know, John, it's great to be here.
As David Steinberg would say.
It's so great to be here, John. Always exciting to see you and Ed and, of course, my dear friend, Doc.
You know, David Steinberg was on the show a week ago, and we started talking about you doing him. He got hysterical. He loved it.
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah. Anyway, you want to talk about this picture first?
No, you know, it's odd, you know, when you're
I was looking at this, I said to Fred, I said, who is this in the picture?
No, I brought this, I was just leaving you. You're preparing to do what to talk about, and I realized that the last time I was here, I was talking about my childhood.
Yeah.
And me performing in the attic, the Martin Short show, and things like that. Sad things, really, that are best kept to a psychiatric couch. I chose to talk about it here. So I saw this, and I just wanted to prove to the world that it hasn't just been about looks.
Yeah. This is you as a
This
youngster?
is me at 13 on the beach.
And these are your...
These are my parents.
Your parents?
Yeah. And there was a weight problem that seemed...
You look a little flabby around the...
Yes.
Around the center there.
There's a definite...
Go in and take a close look. Now, how old were you?
What's bothersome is this part here.
Yeah.
People think is my behind, and
No.
that isn't.
I see.
Yeah, because then it would be like.
That's
you know,
the shadow, right?
No, that would be like Roseanne Barr's brother. No, this is. No, I kid. I love Roseanne Barr. Why would you do a Roseanne Barr joke when it's so easy to do?
Yeah. So.
Yes, sir.
How have you been, crazy person? You did Saturday Night Live.
Yes, sir.
You've done other things. You got motion pictures now. What's your worst job you ever had? I find that more fascinating than people's successes.
Oh, I've truthfully had a...
Were you embarrassed? You know, really...
Oh, it's been a career. You know, it's a string. You know, because in Canada, for 7 years I worked...
Second City Television.
But yes, that was the good part. But, you know, I did a show called Right On. In 1973, it was like a rock and roll show where I would sing the top 40s, but I had no funk.
Was that just in Canada?
Just in Canada. Live on the CBC, and it was at 5 o'clock, and I had long hair, but I couldn't sing rock and roll. But I tried to, but it was more like, you know, Sinatra singing, you know.
Right.
I shot the sheriff, however, I did not shoot the deputy, ding-dong, ding-dong. And,
it's like a marching band trying to play.
It was frighteningly bad. I mean, it was like Kate Smith sings the best of the Stones. You know, there was no soul.
And you know who used to do that in their old show? Ed Sullivan in the early days would bring on opera stars. Because he wanted to and they would try to sing the current hit of the day. And it never came off. Well, you'd have Helen Traubel coming out singing whatever they hit song.
And my parents would sit there and say, you know, you see, now that's the way it should be sung. And I'd say, you know, fix the, one more drink, Dad. So, but then, of course, then you do see, then I did industrial shows. I would do The Spirit of Chrysler, 75, and they spend thousands of, well, I could say millions, but I'd be exaggerating. Yeah. Thousands of dollars.
To promote the new product, and
yes, each year they would a huge Chrysler show, and performers, if you were like usually you'd be doing stage, you're getting $300, but the Chrysler industrial show would pay you $1,000 a week. So you'd come out, there'd be a car coming out and dry ice, and you'd be going, I'd rather be a Fury than a Ford. Yes, I would.
That was great.
Oh, yes.
See, you're laughing.
No. Oh.
The audience is laughing, but the people in those industrial shows, the higher-ups, they think that stuff is great.
Oh, fantastic. And the only catch is you'd have to go to the cocktail parties afterwards, and then there'd be, Miss Rum and Coke, and she'd be in a little, well, that would be long, really, and then you'd go up, and then there'd be, like, the guys, the corporate... You're saying to me that, how do you learn all the words? That would be the... But the worst in a long string was a pilot I did. Well, I must tell you that I was also on a Danny Thomas show called I'm a Big Girl Now.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was not a huge hit. I played Neil Stryker, the office boy, and but Danny taught me a spit take.
Oh, sure.
The only... Although I maintained my spit take. You see, Danny's is more like, oh, I can't do that.
No, you can do it. We can do whatever you want.
But, Danny's is more like, say to me, Uncle Tanoose will be here in a week.
Uncle Tanoose will be here in a week. A week?
Right. Okay. Mine was a variation of that. Say to me, Uncle Tanoose is coming for 2 weeks.
Uncle Tanoose is coming for 2 weeks.
2 weeks? You said 1 week. Isn't this desperate? This is like that
That's
decision.
A slow roll.
A slow roll.
You said...
And yet, this doesn't go away.
That's right. This is show business. Freddie keeps doing this. Yeah, after all, we want to mention the Fugitives, Fugitives, with Nick Nolte.
Yes, 3 Fugitives.
I saw a clip on this. You get beaten to death by Nolte.
Yeah. Oh, well, Nick can be very rough.
He drags you around and he's pulling you and hitting you.
Come on, Marty. It's just football. Let's do another day.
What are we going to see in this clip? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Absolutely. I come in, I'm robbing a bank, I'm totally incompetent, and Nick is there, a bank robber who's reformed, determined to go straight, but I come in...
To hold up the bank.
Hold up the bank, and I'm not that good at it.
What's, as they say, the monitor? Somebody says that. I just said it. Well, that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, the lucky take.
That's funny. The spit take, huh? The 2 weeks.
Yes, but I don't want to lose my dignity. You'll let me know when I do.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't gone overboard at all.
All right.
We have certain standards on this show.
More.
That's right. We'll do this. We're coming right back.
Number four. Huh? Huh? What?
Just enjoying that.
Number 4, Dave. Paul claims that he's Canadian, but is he really Canadian? Just bored in my sociology class. Jamal Ajami. Is that close? Ajami? Close enough. I'm sorry if it's not close enough. Ajami. Michigan City, Indiana. Well, it's a good question, Jamal. I'm sure Paul is from Canada, but Paul, are you Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Sure. But so you must have some kind of proof, right?
Proof.
That you're Canadian? Sure, let's take a look.
Yeah, all right. Okay, this is my Canadian identification card right here. Okay.
An ID card. Well, let's see.
Shot
Real Canadian, no. These aren't. Paul, that's not really... To my way of thinking, that's not much proof. You could have that printed up at any joke shop anywhere.
This is my identification. That's
really?
all.
Gee, I'm sorry. I wish you had more proof than that. It's too bad that...
proof that I...
David!
Huh?
Oh, David!
Well, look, it's Marty.
Oh, David! Oh, David!
Yes, Marty.
It's David, right?
Yes, it is.
I hate to interrupt.
Yeah.
But, I'm a Canadian, too. And Paul's right. Why, look.
Well, I'll be darned. There you go. Marty Short, ladies and gentlemen. Marty Short. Good night. Marty. Marty, come back. Hey, Marty, come back and take a bow. Marty Short, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you. Good night. All right. We're done here with our viewer mail. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a big show. Martin Short. Martin Short is here again. Tom Lundgren and Bill Roberts. You know, Paul, it just occurred to me, damn it, the world's largest dog doesn't check into a hotel in the biggest city in the world and then vanish.
No. He must be somewhere.
That would be the TV movie of the week, see.
What hotel does the world's greatest dog check
there.
into?
There he is. This is Zorba, and the guy in the down vest is his. I know, Hal. I can't, because if I do, Hal, then you know it'll be a parking lot in here. You know what I'm saying?
So what hotel?
What
hotel does the world's biggest dog check into?
Well, where I stay up at the Stadium Motor Lodge.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No, the answer is anywhere he wants.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, anywhere he was.
Yeah, no.
Or the Stadium Motor Lodge. Right. What are we doing? Do our top 10 list and then get on with it. It's the top 10, a smattering, a feeble smattering of applause from the home office in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Top 10 Indianapolis 500 pit crew pet peeves. The big race, the granddaddy of them all, Sunday.
Sunday!
That's right.
The granddaddy of them all!
The greatest spectacle in racing.
The greatest spectacle at Speedway Cathedral.
That's right. Top 10 Indy 500 pet crew pit peeves. Here we go. Number 10, drivers who want a free NFL mug with every fill-up. Number 9, being played in the movies by Jim Nabors. Number 7, for the rest of your life, anytime you're in a car that gets a flat, everyone just assumes that you should fix it. Wrong. Number 6, they keep blacking out the good parts of the Rob Lowe video. It's what? I'm doing what?
Yeah, we missed one.
What happened? I missed one? What have I done here? Number 9, number 10, number... You know, here, take a look at this for yourself. You show me number 8 on this card. I'll buy you all a drink. I don't know. 10 and 9, 7. You know, it's the number 8 in television is a very unlucky number. There are many superstitions revolving around that number, so usually when you have a list like this, they always omit it. It's like the 13th floor in a hotel. Dan, we've been doing this for almost 8 years. That's never happened, has it? We go to 5. Thank you very much. I need big numbered cards. Just hold them up. Number 5. Well, whatever happened to 8? Did we cover 8?
Yeah.
Number 5, it's hard to pick up chicks while you reeking of methane. Number 4, the way those suction cup Garfield dolls fall off at 230 miles an hour. Number 3, joke t-shirts that say pit crew guys do it in 7 seconds. Number 2, really big dogs who get themselves booked on TV shows and then don't show up. And the number 1, Indy 500 pit crew pet peeves, those pansies at Jiffy Lube. You know, it got very, very quiet there. And I thought, well, they just don't care for it. And it turns out I had omitted one. And then they sort of cared for it okay. Our first guest tonight is a talented and funny man. He is an alumnus of SCTV and Saturday Night Live. And he has his own HBO special called I, Martin Short Goes Hollywood, which will premiere on June 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back again. Here he is, Martin Short. Good to see you. Nice bow.
Thank you. You know,
how you been?
I've been great, but I'll tell you something. The TV screen in my dressing room, which is a marvelous dressing room, is broken. So I've only heard mention of Zorba. I haven't seen a picture yet. I wondered if I could take a look.
Yeah, funny you should axe.
Let's see. Yeah, he is. What's?
I can't move my thumb. No.
Let me just see. Wow! Hey!
You can't say that.
You could, well.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm very good.
Anything fun happened lately?
Well, a fascinating thing happened to me. Well, I was downstairs, first of all, and a strange thing happened, because it's only true. I'm having a coffee. You know, I like to have tea and coffee.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and mixed together. And in one of those restaurants downstairs, you know. And so a guy, you see, sits in the booth right there, and he says, you know, he looks like a normal guy, an average-looking guy, and he says, "Excuse me, sir," to the waiter, "might I have a tissue?" And then they bring over the tissue, and the guy leans down, and he takes out a pair of contact lenses, and it looks like this. He cleans his lenses, says, "Thank you very much," puts them in and look normal. Now, you explain to me, I can understand that if he had Coca-Cola glasses.
Right.
But he didn't, Dave, so I was thrown. I'm okay now. But, it threw me. Dave! Oh,
I'm here.
It threw me.
Right here.
There you go. For a second, I thought you'd gone away.
I'm right here. Did you recently meet Bob Hope? Is that what I heard?
Yes, I did. It's a very shockingly sad story, but it was. You know, I was asked to do there's this benefit in Los Angeles called it's Rosemary Clooney is the hostess. It's for the Betty Clooney Foundation, but it's also singers saluting songwriters. So I sing, you know. And also, I mean, I'm not gonna. You're not gonna hear Marty and strings. I'm not gonna go legit like George Kirby.
Yeah.
But I definitely, you know, I sing. And it was no, but so, and there was a slew of stars there, and everyone was there. You know, Jack Jones, Bob Hope, Linda Ronstadt, Melissa Manchester, just an endless kind of show.
Big deal.
Big deal. And the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, 50-piece orchestra, Peter Matz conducting. So anyway, and I shared a dressing room with Jack Jones, which was fun. He was sweet. You know, he got playful at one point. Hid all the towels in my bag. So it looked like I was leaving, I stole them. But he was very sweet. And then, anyway, and then I sang this song, "I Hear Music When I Think of You." The song is You.
Yeah.
And I was very concerned. I didn't want to sing like Sinatra, you know, because he sang that song. So I got on stage and I was nervous. So the first thing I sang was, "I hear music when I think of you." And as I realized that I had just sung like Sinatra, and I'm thinking, why did I sing like Sinatra? I'm actually thinking this. The next phrase had come up, and I'm singing, "The beautiful theme of every dream I ever knew." But there was a big high note that I sang like Tony Bennett, but it doesn't matter if I don't have my own stuff. "Mr. Sunshine!" I did that, and they applauded, so it was over. So I'm standing in the wings, and I'm watching Linda Ronstadt sing, and kill. She's great.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel, you know, suddenly I feel this beside me, and I turn, and it's Bob Hope. And this is,
He creeped up behind you and touched you?
No. Yes.
Bob Hope goosed you, is what you're telling us?
He said, "Yeah, so much for Zorba," he said. No, he said, he I don't think he fell, but no, he was just standing, he was like,
You don't think he... But he did.
Yeah.
You noticed his... Yeah.
Yeah, so I looked, and I was very nervous because I'd never met him. So I thought I had to say something, so I turned to him and said, "Excuse me, Mr. Hope, my name is Martin Short, and I would be remiss if I didn't shake your hand." And he went, "What?" And I said, "I'm Martin Short, and I would be remiss if I didn't shake your hand right now." And then he said, "Hey, yeah, I saw you sing. You sang good on stage. That was great, you know. I saw you in that film with Nolte, and that was wild. But I didn't know you could sing," he said. You know, I'm just doing Dave Thomas. But he said, "I didn't know you could sing." And so it was perfect, right? And so then I was very kind of elated, and Melissa Manchester, who was watching Linda Ronstadt too, turned around. Now there were the three of us who were kind of standing there. There was this awkward silence, and I don't know why I did this to an 86-year-old legend, but I turned to Melissa Manchester and I said, "It's Bob Hope," and I hugged him low like that. And
hugged him low.
Yeah, like Sammy Davis with Nixon, a real low hug and a squeeze like that, you know. And then I felt him kind of stiffen, you know.
Well, sure, as anybody would, as anybody should.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not exactly what you meant.
No,
that's not what you meant.
I meant like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You know. And, oh boy. And then, so anyway, then he stood up and he turned to Melissa Manchester and said, "Hey, I gotta ask you something." He took her arm and walked her away.
He just had to get away from you. Yeah.
So I just kind of left hanging there, and then Linda Ronstadt came off and said, "Get rid of these," and threw castanets at me. It was just bad.
When we come back, let's take a look at a clip from your new little cable
Sure,
deal,
and then I want to hear about you.
Okay, sure. We'll be right back here with Martin Short. Short is here. We have a gentleman, 23 years old, who walked to the North Pole.
You're kidding
Youngest
me.
American ever to walk to the North Pole.
And
Todd Rundgren. This is a great show.
I love Todd.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever done anything other than comedy, like in a stage play, in a television show, in a movie, anything?
No, well, no, not really. No.
Serious acting?
I think it's danger. There's a danger in overstretching. You know, publicly. I think you can stretch privately. I don't want to go back.
No, let's not bring that. No,
but
it's not Zorro.
What is it?
It's Zorba.
Zorba.
It's not Zorro.
I see. Because I saw a sword and I got confused. Anyway. Zorba. No, wait. What was the question?
I don't know. Oh, about serious acting.
No, I think it's a mistake. Ever since I saw, I once saw Patty Duke in Valley of the Dolls, and she chose to stretch too much. I think it's a mistake because she had obviously, no, it's true. Think about it. I'll send you a copy of it, but when you think about it, she obviously said, "I'm doing my own singing," because she plays in the movie Valley of the Dolls an amazingly famous, like the greatest singer in the world, but, she did her own singing.
I see.
And so there's a scene, which I like, where it's like at a telethon, and Joy Bishop plays Joy Bishop in this. He's the MC of the telethon. So she's supposed to come on as an unknown, and she's singing, supposed to be killing, but it's Patty Duke. So, "I'll plant my own tree," and just that. And then you cut to the wings, and there's Joey Bishop kind of going like, someone's talking to him, and he's supposed to be going like this, and he goes, "Hey, wait a second." As he's hearing Patty Duke.
Sure,
well, that I couldn't have helped Patty. It didn't help Joey.
Yeah.
And,
what the hell are we talking about here exactly?
we're talking about overstretching.
Overstretching. Yeah, but the question was to you, have you ever done any, serious acting, like in a serious, well, no, you know what I meant.
Well, but I hadn't prepared that question. No, I'm saying yes, and my answer is no, because I wouldn't, because it's overstretching.
Have you ever auditioned for anything like that before you came to this theory of overstretching? Afraid of ligament damage or something.
No, I once auditioned for.
Thank God.
No, I auditioned for Theater in the Park once.
All right, now wait a minute, just a minute. I'm getting a sign over here. Is the station break more important than this man's story? Huh? Yeah. It is. All right. Well, in that case, we'll do the station break first, and then he'll be here to tell it in a minute. The deal. Yet to come on tonight's program, Todd Rundgren will be here also with Bobby Womack singing. Is that right?
Singing with Todd Rundgren, yes.
And Daryl Roberts, the gentleman who walked to the North Pole. And Monday on the program, Mike Tyson will be joining us, and also Puffy, the world's largest cat.
Wow.
So don't miss that if you can't. Now, anyway, the story. Did you ever audition? You did something serious in your life?
No, I auditioned for Macbeth, but I could only.
That's serious.
Yeah, but I could only do Bert. For God's sake, let us sit upon the ground and tell. So the director said, can we not have a little more fun with it? I had seen more magic in it, so then I did Doug Henning. The night has been unruly, and that didn't get. So I think that I think comedy is just fine.
Yeah, but did you try out for some kind of production where it was a Shakespearean effort and all of the roles were going to be done as if famous comedians were doing?
Well, that was the next step. Then they called me back, and then they said, well, now we've decided, because it was public theater, they were getting, you know, silly, wacky as they're wont to do. So they said that they had decided that they were all the main characters, Macbeth was going to be Stan Laurel. So then I did it as Jerry Lewis. I said, there's neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. Why, hey, Lord! You know, and,
okay.
No job there either.
Yeah, no. Let's take a look at the show. I, Martin Short, Goes Hollywood. I, Martin Short, Goes Hollywood. Okay.
Directed by Eugene Levy. This is Dale
Eugene Levy's
O'Day.
very funny, isn't he?
Yes,
I've always thought he was great. All right, this will be soon to be seen on HBO.
And this is
June 3rd.
Yes, and this is. Let me just say that.
Any big dogs in this?
No.
Yeah.
No. But this is a character, Dale O'Day, who is kind of like a Jack Haley senior type. This is a film that supposedly inspired me to go into show business.
Like a 30s musical comedy kind of guy.
Right, it's called A Man in the Moon.
Okay, here it is. I, Martin Short, Goes Hollywood, June 3rd.
Don't you see?
Oh, Martin Short, right here. Marty, nice to see you. Thank you, Dave. Have a great summer. Thanks for being with us. We'll be right back, folks, with Tom Rundgren.
We seem to be having fun.
Yes, we're having a good time. Is it John?
We better get into this bit. We've been running along here tonight, and tell us about you. You do a lot of characters. You do.
It's called I, Martin Short, Goes Hollywood, and it kind of it's me kind of looking at my stay in the last year and a half here. It starts
an irreverent look, I would guess.
I would say it's an irreverent look. It starts, it starts at the theater where I used to go in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, but it's that movie theater, the theater that inspired me to get into show business. But that theater's gone through changes. They're now showing Bang the Bum Slowly. You know, it's a different kind of theater. We look at a character, Dale O'Day, who inspired me. He's kind of a Jack Haley Sr. type, you know. If I only had a heart, Dorothy. But he does his film, and then I play the Irving Cohen, the legendary song writer, you know, who writes around 300 songs a day, all of them bad.
Right.
You know. In fact, if he were here today, John, you know, Doc, give me a C. I'm bouncy C. Bouncy! Johnny Carson, you're quite a guy. I'd say you stand about oh so high. You do Karnak, and that's a good thing. But you don't work blue, and that's also good. Da 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 dee dee dee.
Thank you, Irving. Wonderful stuff.
And this next, and the character, the clip we're going to show is a cosmetic surgeon. And he just, you know, expounds on the necessity for cosmetic surgery within Hollywood.
As they say, watch the monitor. We say that frequently here, but do.
Great kid.
How do you do you at the end? Another message, folks. And we'll be back. Sybil Shepherd's here. And Jeff Peter. Children's carousel, the wishing well. People wonder what the hell we're doing.
Let's see, you know, you did a little Tony Bennett in the commercial. Let's just hear that one minute.
No.
Mr. Sunshine!
No. Well, I'm not. When you do it good, I'm not going to follow that and come in second. That's dumb. That's dumb. No.
Tony Martin.
Tony Martin.
Well, then do Bogart.
No. When I prove with geometric... No, I don't get me into that with geometric logic, but they fought me at every turn.
I prove with geometric logic.
I would have found the key.
I cannot do Humphrey Bogart. Obviously.
No kidding, Marty.
You're halfway between Bogart and Edward G. Robinson. Yeah. Is that what you did? Did you start with it? Most comedians, for some reason, as kids, start mimicking other people.
Yeah.
It's kind of a, you don't have any material, so you use other people's voices and do their stuff.
Yeah, I think it is a compliment to the person that you're impersonating, ultimately. I mean, I used to do, Jerry Lewis as a kid. And then Jerry got older, and you got into that thing. Hi, how are you, Ed? Hey, nice tie, babe. And then, it's interesting to see them change. Betty Davis was someone who, in the old days, she would say, what a lovely day it is today. And then as she got older, it was just the same voice, but just slower. What a lovely day it is today! And louder,
Just slow down.
But no, I used to impersonate people and listen. I guess it's an obsessive personality that you have, impersonators have. They just have to keep, listening to the voice and listening to
sounds. Did you make sounds in school?
Yeah.
To distract people?
Oh, yeah. Only when the teacher was weak. If the teacher was strong, then I wouldn't go near it,
Yeah.
But, and then you finally meet these people, and you really are intimidated by that first meeting. As I went to a theater, this is about 10 years ago, and I was by myself. And I was going to see the royal family, and I was very excited, and I'm sitting there, and the seat's empty beside me, and all of a sudden I see Katharine Hepburn is walking down. Now, I did Katharine Hepburn. I didn't really do it well then, but like I do it well now. But she's walking down. She's walking down. I hear this. Excuse me, get the hell out of there. Why that hat? Excuse me, move that umbrella. Thank you. And she sits like. Oh, please. If you're going to do that with every nuance, I can't get through this story.
You dirty rat.
No, so Hepburn's sitting there, and I didn't say anything to her, So now I get into the play, and it's the royal family, and Rosemary Harris was the star, and it was wonderful. And she does this, at the end of Act 1, she does this dramatic diatribe, and she collapses in a heap of emotion. I was really moved, and I turned to Hepburn, forgetting it was Hepburn, and I said, isn't she classy? And Hepburn, because I was talking to her like a normal person, said, oh, she's wonderful. She's very much like Spencer Rosemary in that she just listens to the other actor. Very few actors do that. I admire her tremendously. I do. And so while she was talking to me, I was aware that I was now talking to Katharine Hepburn. So then I said to her, well, Miss Hepburn, you're no slouch.
Good.
And she looked at me and said, isn't that interesting? And she turned to me and said, would you mind changing seats, thank you?
We gotta leave. We're coming back.
Oh.
She really has that thing in her voice, doesn't she?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Our next guest, a very funny young man who was one of the members of SCTV, and he can currently be seen in Ghostbusters 2 and the new Disney film Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, which I understand opens nationwide on Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Rick Moranis. Mr. Moranis. Hi, Rick. Nice to see you again. How are you? The crowd goes crazy.
Now, Tom Brokaw's talking to this guy. This guy's going to be on nightly news tomorrow night doing sit-ups. You people must have been at McDonald's and gotten a cup with my face on it, I can see.
Is there a McDonald's cup with your face on it?
Yeah.
This is Ghostbusters 2.
This is it. I've gotten married, I got kids, and now I'm Fred McMurray of the 90s, basically.
Well, that's all right.
My kid's wearing Pampers with the Mickey Mouse, and tomorrow I'm test driving a Lumina.
So it's Parenthood, and you're a family man. Would you like to use the drummer?
No. Last time I did. I kind of used to it. But they're not doing rim shots that way anymore. It's all synthesized now.
Yeah.
You're out of date.
Let me tell me about, first of all, Ghostbusters 2. Now you.
No. They made $30 million last week.
That's
we
right.
got to talk about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Okay, fine.
But it's the same. You're the same guy you were in the original.
You didn't do Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're Sigourney Weaver's neighbor.
No, the building got blown up. We're not neighbors anymore.
All right, so
it's 5 years later. She's had an affair with a guy. She's got a I can't keep track of it all. Really.
Were you pleased with the film?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, now you've seen it.
No, I swear I haven't seen it.
You really haven't seen it?
I like to wait. I mean, you're going to think I like to wait and go to a matinee with a paying audience and see the film play properly.
Yeah, now it's going to be a long time before there's room for you to sneak into a matinee because it's doing huge business, isn't it?
I won't sneak. I'll just pay. Oh, you mean because of the business?
Yeah, it's going to be very crowded.
Not the theaters I go to. You know, you can always get into those theaters.
Now, did you get a good hunk of this one? Because
oh, huge. No, I didn't get. What, me? Well, are you kidding?
I don't know.
No. No, but I got a big piece of Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. Hey, all right.
A couple of months ago, I went to a film somewhere, I forget what it was, and they were running trailers for Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It looks very, very funny.
It is. It actually, to my surprise, not only works for families, but it's done very well with an older audience.
Yeah. And the premise again here is you're in your basement.
Well, I mean, the title says it all,
I
right?
guess
This
pretty
is
much does,
the era we live in. 3 Men and a Baby, you knew what the movie was about, you know? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you know? Nanuchka, what was that? You know, an eggplant dish or something?
And the film...
Gone with the Wind, the story of a kite by Disney, you know? I Shrunk the Kids. You know what it's about.
That pretty much says it. And the film was shot in, I found this...
Mexico City.
Now, why Mexico City? Because from the looks of the trailer, it was like a suburban,
it was a
typical American
and
suburban
they built
family.
it on the back lot of Churubusco Studios, which is in Mexico City.
Churubusco Studios?
Churubusco Studios. Legendary place.
Where they did E.T., right?
Treasure of Sierra Madre was done there. As soon as we left, the Bond people came in to do this last one. And when you drive on the lot, it's exactly like shooting anywhere else, except, you know, there'll be a couple of guys eating a dog off to, you know. or a couple of dogs eating a guy, you know. But other than that...
My cholesterol just... Ba-boom!
This is... That's how I keep my cholesterol down.
Oh, no,
Dog.
no,
It's very low.
Very lean, no.
No, but Churubusco, yeah, it was basically the same as shooting anywhere else.
Yeah.
Really.
How long were you there?
Too long, you know. Mexico City, you want to land and go to the beach.
Now,
you know?
Mexico City is it the most crowded, the biggest population of any city in the world?
That's what I've heard. Yeah, no, the good line I heard somebody said was in Mexico City, there's 20 million people. They all have 2 cars and they drive them simultaneously. And it's like that. It's sad.
A lot of smog
actually.
there?
It's terribly polluted.
Yeah.
It's like Burbank.
Yeah. Now, did you have any trouble with the? I mean, you're there for a long time, like 3 months, maybe.
I was there for a long time, but I did not get sick because I boiled everything. You know, peeled fruit, boil everything. Excuse me, before you peel the orange, put your hands in this boiling water. You know, that kind of thing. But there's always one guy, there's always one stuntman on these films who says, you know, Rick. I mean, these guys, they look like the guy doing sit-up. You know, Rick. And this happened when we were in Jamaica on Club Paradise. Happened on Mexico for this thing. Happened when I was in India doing Gandhi. And there's always one stuntman who says, you know, Rick, the way to deal with the bugs is to get them in your system. You've got to drink a large glass of water the day you arrive. And, you know, they drink a huge glass of water. The next day, they're like, all the turgor is gone. They're this big. You see more freckles every day, you know. They bring in another stuntman to do this.
So they get sick, and hopefully their body will work through it.
Hopefully they stay alive,
Yeah, but you didn't get sick at all.
No, because I didn't eat anything.
Yeah, well, that's, yeah. Were you able to take your family? No.
I left them here.
How is your family?
They're great. They're terrific. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
And you have a...
Two. I have 2 little kids.
Is that right?
Yeah. A little girl, 2.5. She better not be up watching this.
Listen. You have a girl, 2.5.
And a boy, 9 months.
Man, that's stunning. I didn't realize that you had, like, a real family here.
Yeah. That's why I'm test driving the Lumina.
Yeah. When was the last time we saw you?
I think I was here when Little Shop of Horrors came out a couple of years ago.
Yeah. So, man, congratulations.
It's nice to be back in the old time slot here.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, this is normally the time we're picking the ticks off each other.
You know, I was going to say this, and then I thought, no, I won't say it because I say it whenever you or anybody from that show is on. But, geez, I see those reruns on...
That girl?
No. Rick, it's the water. It's the water you were drinking. No, the SCTV rerun.
Yeah, it's still on.
Man, it's a great show.
Some of it holds up, doesn't it?
Well, most of it holds up. Yeah. Anyway, it's Honey...
Honey? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
All right, and it's going to be a blockbuster.
I think they want to do a sequel. Do you believe that?
Good. And Friday, and Ghostbusters 2. Anything else?
Yeah, Parenthood. I did a picture with Ron Howard with a great cast. Steve Martin, Jason Robards, Diane Weiss, Mary Steenburgen, Tom Hulse.
Wow.
All these
so
Oscar
you're
winners.
serious about this movie stuff.
It's a total accident.
Good to
I'd
see
rather
you.
be doing this show.
Good to see you, Rick. Rick, no, hey, wait a minute. We'll be right back. Yeah, shotgun ain't working. Who's coming out next? Has anybody been here yet?
No.
Am I the first to get here?
First guest.
Am I early? Our first guest is a prodigiously talented actress and comedian. She is an alumna of SCTV and her special entitled Andrea Martin. Why is that blanked out, Kevin? And, huh? It was changed. It was changed, okay. And her special called Andrea Martin Together Again premieres on Showtime this Saturday. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, Andrea Martin. Andrea. How you doing?
I guess you're expecting guests. Very, very attractive.
Would you like some chips?
No thanks, dear.
How have you been?
Any margaritas? You know, since I live in Los Angeles now.
Of course you do. You got a lovely home there?
Gone completely LA and only now think of margaritas and fitness instructors and that kind of thing.
And venison?
Fitness.
Oh, I thought you said something about venison. I'm sorry. Well, geez, that's odd. She moved to California and she's eating deer meat. How would that happen, I said to myself.
Well, I know that must have been really just, you must have thought long.
Well, of
for
course
that.
I did.
Of course,
Now,
dear.
but, and it's paying off. You look terrific. You look like you're in the top physical condition of your life.
Well, thanks, Mr. Letterman.
Yeah. What kind of things do you do?
What, to work out?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've been working on this new thing called a Stairmaster. Do you know what that is? Do you know what a Stairmaster is?
You see, I'm not
There's
sure
applause for the manufacturers here, obviously.
Piece of athletic equipment.
A
A shot put. Yeah, we've seen that.
Right. It's something that simulates walking upstairs.
Why don't you just walk upstairs?
Well, you see, you know, how far can you go? It's a half an hour. What am I going to do? The Empire State Building. I'm walking up daily. And you know who I saw the other day there? George Hamilton.
On the Stairmaster?
On the Stairmaster in a designing jogging outfit. For this thing actually can cause cardiac arrest. It is so,
it's tough, is it?
It's very, very tough. Thanks for being right there with me. So, Mr. Hamilton next to me, half an hour, not a drop of perspiration.
How long was he on the machine?
Half an hour, David.
Half an hour, I'm sorry.
Oh, sure.
How long were you on the machine?
When I leaned over to see if there was some body odor stuff, nothing at all. So the man is a RoboCop, yeah. Go ahead.
And this is the extent of your workout is this machine?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'll have a chip, sure. All right. Now. About fitness got me hungry, obviously.
We can get you some fresh ones if you like.
No, don't worry. I know the budget's low.
Now,
But if they pay me, believe me, I know that it's not very
Do you
much.
still have a trainer? Did you ever have one of those deals?
I have a trainer now.
Does he
yes.
come to the house?
It's
Is it he?
It's a girl, and I go to the club.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
That's all the beautiful, beautiful
And what
girls
kind of
there.
things does she do for you?
She says, hurry up. Don't stop now. Keep going. More. Do it more. That kind of thing.
Sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
That comedy just keeps on coming, doesn't it?
You know what? This is the chemistry thing is beautiful.
Now tell me about your home.
Oh, I have a home now in Los Angeles, Pacific Palisades.
That's a beautiful neighborhood. I used to live up the road in Malibu.
Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice. Clean air.
Yeah, I liked
That's
it up
good.
there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You don't get back much?
No,
do
I
you?
sure don't.
No.
2 words. Ask me why. 2 words.
Why,
In answer,
honey?
2 words.
Go
Bench
ahead.
warrant. Thank you.
I have a new home, and I got a new... Do you have trouble? Are you intimidated by people that work under you? Not are under you, but people that work under.
I think I know what you mean.
Like,
it's a little, it's kind of an unusual.
I'm not very good with that, and I just hired a housekeeper. Her name is Emmy Boo, and
seriously,
I swear to God, her name is Emmy Boo.
Was she from Hanna-Barbera?
I think. Yeah, dressed completely in blue when she came in.
Where do I go? What do I do now? She said. Oh my God, there's another Smurf.
Why would I do a cartoon voice?
Know, but
Thank
it was
you
funny.
very much.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, Emmy Boo. She doesn't speak a word of English, and I had to speak. She actually came to
What
the...
language does she speak?
I don't actually know. I can't figure it out. She came to the house about 2 weeks ago. I interviewed her. She knocked on the door, and I said, "Hello, come in." She said, "Come in." She said, I said, "Come in." Ha! Yeah, come in.
Yeah.
Pulled her in. I said, "All right, sit down. Sit down." Yeah, sit down. I said, "All right, now, Emmy, after 2 weeks of basically just making yourself a big sandwich and watching soap operas and sort of just looking, you know, I saw her one day go like this. And then turned on the TV. Before I left, I said, "Emmy, please do not pick up the telephone." She picks it up and doesn't speak any English. People say, "Can I speak to Andrea Martin?" She, I don't know. And why do you pick up the phone? Yeah, funny lady. Yeah. So before I left, I said, "Emmy, please do not pick up the phone." I got up enough courage. I didn't want to insult her. Don't pick up the phone. When I leave, the answering machine is on. Yeah, no one calls. I said, "Excuse me, no one calls." I said, "Just don't pick up the phone, okay?" Yeah, okay. Then I felt so badly, I said, "Can I make you lunch or something like that?" Here's $100. I felt very guilty about that.
So you have quite a rapport then.
That's it. And your limo driver just picked me up.
And my limo driver.
Well, the shows. Yeah. I think of you as a star.
Yeah.
And the...
You would be in a minority then.
That's not true.
Yeah.
You think better about yourself. Or I'm going to slap your face and then kiss it afterward.
Thank
there
you
we
very
go.
much. We'll do a commercial, then we'll be right back here. Andrea Martin is here. Did I mention I'm dating Leona Helmsley, Paul?
No, that.
Yeah. Really? Yeah, I'm trying to get into the will here.
Is she nice?
Before Harry goes. Ah. Oh, God. Hey! Thank you.
I don't know.
Take him anywhere.
Where were we? Oh, tell me about the kids. How are they doing?
The kids are beautiful. My boy, who's 8 years, Jack, is 8 years old now. You know that.
I don't think I've ever...
Well, the first time I met you, he was just born. I told you he looked like Yoda. And now he has turned into a beautiful... Every time I come on this show, I use that joke.
Oh, really?
Every single time. And there's 3 polite people that go, the Yoda thing. Why? I don't know. I'm attached to it, obviously. I can't get enough of it. Yeah. Yoda. Yeah, he was Yoda, I guess. And now I'm into cartoon voices.
Yeah.
It's like a running thing.
Now you have you have a boy and a girl?
8, and I have another boy 6.
2
Joseph.
boys.
He told me the other day he wanted to be an ambulance driver when he grew up.
Good. Good.
Is that good?
Well, sure, it's good. Yeah.
Wanting to be that?
I would think so. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, it might change. I mean, you didn't have paperwork done on this, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's good.
I had a lawyer right there. Are you sure about that, Mr. Dolman?
And are the kids, what do they do for the summer? They go to camp?
Yes,
or they,
Jack just went to camp, and he loved camp, by the way. He was in camp from 8:30 in the morning at UCLA, a little camp called Bruin Kids. Absolutely adored it. Came back, we played soccer, then we played baseball, and then we did some more football, and then I had lunch, and then I had more friends, and we went swimming. He was ecstatic. Then around 7:45, when I put him to bed, he remembered I was his mother. And said to me, "Why do you make me go to camp for 8 hours? I hate you! I don't want to go to camp." Forgot the next morning that he has this antagonistic relationship with me.
So
it was really exciting.
do they sleep over, or they just go every day?
No, they go every day.
And then they come home and
Sure. Oh, they're
that's
too
a pretty good
little
deal.
to sleep
Yeah.
over. I know, I can't do that.
Did you go to
yet.
camp when you were a kid?
I did. You know what I heard? I'm going to Maine right after I finish this show. And As somebody told me the other day, I should be very careful. I hike a lot. That I should be very careful because of the Lyme ticks. And I hear that camps are really, there aren't very many lots of camps have cut down because of these little ticks. Have you heard that?
Oh, sure. It's been in all the papers.
Ah, you see, I've just been obviously into myself.
Yeah, but you know, you should be very careful because you get the ticks and then you may not know that you've been bitten by a tick. And although they say now the ticks, as this disease progresses,
They introduce themselves,
they're getting bigger and
obviously.
they're like the size of a grapefruit. They land right here. So if you don't notice that...
I'm really into myself, I guess.
So you're going to be camping in Maine?
Yeah, well, you know, my family's from Maine. My mom
Yeah,
and
I guess I knew
dad,
that. Yeah.
Going back there for 3 days.
That'd be very nice.
I think it
now,
will.
Do we have footage of this special on Showtime?
Andrea Martin together. We're premiering July 1st on Showtime and throughout the month on Showtime. Cable network.
Starring yourself?
Starring myself.
Written by yourself? Written by yourself and others?
And Mike Shore and Catherine O'Hara and Dick Blasucci, lots of people.
Some of your friends from SCTV, and we're going to look at it a little bit here. Okay, here we go.
Should I set it up? Do I need to?
I don't know. Does she need to?
It's about this girl, a performer.
Yeah. Andrea Martin, together again. Showtime. Have a great summer. Come back anytime. Good to see you. Andrea Martin. We'll be right back. Paul, no softball tonight.
No what?
No softball tonight.
No softball?
No. Tonight would be the night we normally play softball.
This is our usual softball
That's right.
night.
It's raining, though, here in Manhattan.
It's raining?
It's been raining all night, all day.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, so we will not be playing softball.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
You haven't played all summer.
It's true, but I know how much it means to you.
Our first guest is an alumnus of SCTV. His new film, which is called Uncle Buck, opens next week all over this great land of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to this program a very funny gentleman, John Candy. Hello, John. Nice to see you. Thank you very much for being here. John Candy. David Letterman is with us. David Letterman. How you doing?
Very good.
I guess the last film I saw you in, and maybe this wasn't your most recent one, was that Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That wasn't the most recent, no, but
I'm sorry.
you don't want to see the ones in between.
Anyway, I thought you were terrific, and
thank you.
I thought it was a very funny film, and you and Steve Martin were great together.
Had a great time working with that other John Hughes picture.
Yeah. How you doing? How's your summer? What's up? What's new?
Not a heck of a lot, you know. Taking it easy. We were in Toronto for a little while up at the farm.
Right.
And back and forth to Los Angeles.
How are things on the farm? Because it's a. Tell me about it.
Well, last we left you was with the water problem. That's straightened up. Now we bought some cows a couple years ago.
How many head?
27 as of yesterday. 27. We had 7 new ones.
And are these beef cattle?
These are beef cattle, David. Unfortunately, we don't kill them.
Right.
So we started with just a few, and then they started breeding. And since we can't kill them, they just, no one wants one.
Yeah, so
you know, it's not, you can't give them away, you know, it's like a cow, it's not like a kitten.
Well,
We've got 4 cute little calves here. Who wants to take one home? Come on, they're nice pets. Actually, if anyone who does want a cow, and for the house, please, I'll send it to you.
Well, what do you do with them? You just have them there?
They're not, they just sit around and, you know, make a mess. They're just...
But now, in the beginning, did you think...
you get to know them, and they come over now and lick you.
Well, that's nice.
Well, yes, but they're huge tongues. It's like, oh! I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
They're big.
But in the beginning, you weren't going to go into the beef industry, were you?
Yes, I was.
You were?
Yes, I was.
You were leaving show business?
The guy who was looking after the property said it would be a good thing to do. This is a farm. You've got a farm, run it like a farm.
And you were actually going to be raising and selling?
Yes, and slaughtering them. And we actually sent a couple out.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was disgusting. And no one could... We didn't eat meat after that for a long time.
Now, wait a minute. How many did you send out?
2.
It's a bumper crop, wasn't it? That's not enough for a sandwich at your house.
They were.
Where did they go?
They went to Mr. Butcher.
But in
Mr. Slaughterhouse first.
They went somewhere in the area.
They went downtown Toronto.
They were walking around downtown.
They were walking around. I give them bus fare.
And
I put them on a bus and sent them down. What the hell, I'm not a farmer.
And then you decided you really can't be doing that.
No, no, it's not right.
So now you just
think about it.
You just have them as pets.
Yeah,
yeah,
big pets walking around the house.
Well, that's all right. And how much time do you spend up there?
Just about 3 or 4 weeks a year. So you can see we don't really know them by name. And, like they don't come when I call them.
Yeah,
you know.
But you have people.
And we've got 3 horses up there too.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So
which we saved from the glue factory.
Yeah.
Now they're.
Do you ride?
No, you can't ride them.
What is it? It's like a petting zoo you have here.
And we had a fox eat our ducks.
Ducks are good.
Yeah, well, the fox seemed to think so, too.
The fox ate the duck. Yeah. But now, does your wife ride?
No, no one rides. You can't ride these horses. Yeah. Why is because they're too
frisky.
They're too old and frisky.
Yeah, the older they get, the friskier they are.
On my farm, yes.
That's right.
Well,
you get a 20-year-old horse and boom, boom,
I'm
boom.
telling you, they're moving out there.
And then you spend the rest of your time where?
In Los Angeles.
Los Angeles,
yeah.
A man of, well, you're not a man of leisure, but
no,
certainly a man of great wealth and influence in that community.
Well, influence. Let's go. It's the fun. The cattle are killing me up there. Seriously, would you like one?
No. I mean, generally, I like the notion
of stupid cow tricks.
Yeah, I like the notion of. I like the idea of cows, but I'd be like you. I wouldn't want to kill them.
Yeah, you see, they've got big eyes, you know,
big cow eyes.
Big cow eyes, and they look at you.
Yeah,
and
they're very nice, aren't they?
Yes, they are very docile animals.
They haven't injured anyone since they've been.
Well,
have they broken into the house?
They broke out.
Yeah.
And they were running through our field, which I grow just to feed them.
Right.
You know, I've got
yeah, you got several thousand acres tied up in oats, wheat, whatever they're eating. Yeah.
I've had to buy machinery just to feed these.
So when they got out, what did you do? Run them down in a truck and shoot them?
This was the cheap Hollywood thing. We've got a golf cart up there to go back and forth.
Oh, a golf cart. So you really are roughing it up there. Yeah. What a cowboy.
Come on now, you know.
It's like one of those Bush beer commercials.
Right.
They all load into a golf cart, go out and wrangle a cow.
So me and my 2 kids are on a golf cart whipping through the fields, hitting all these gopher holes in this golf cart, which was just...
No one was injured.
No one was injured, thank goodness, and we got all the cows in.
Let's do a commercial, and then we'll be right back here with Gentlemen Friends. You know, that's why Paul was nominated for an Emmy this year.
That's right.
See that?
That kind of clever musical direction.
That clever stuff. I want
very
candy.
nice.
It's wacky and kooky, and I love it.
Let's see here. What is this? What happened now? Camp Candy, huh? Captain and the Game Master, the Karate Kid. What is this? This is, I don't know. This is like a coloring book deal. And this is a likeness of you. And what is that?
I had nothing to do with this,
but this is like a cartoon.
Well, that's a cartoon show I'm doing this fall, but I didn't do that.
You have a cartoon show on Saturday morning here on NBC?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Come on.
No. Is this like, has been a burning desire?
I got cows up there, David.
But it's, tell me about it. What is it? You and, chipmunks?
Just me and chipmunks, and who else? Who's on the show with me? Smurf.
Yeah, there's some Smurf.
An elf.
Yeah.
And it's our Misadventures.
Yeah. And here you're saying, according to this, we're supposed to be on the set at 7. That's what you're saying to the little kids.
Oh, I didn't write that.
Yeah. Right there.
I said 8.
Yeah. And what did the little kids say? Oh, boy, they'll eat this up. Oh, and then they're roasting.
Hey, John Candy, we're ready. We're ready, no problem.
Yeah.
Ha.
And that's
Alf. I should have done that as Alf.
Well, you're certainly in good company.
Yeah. When's your show coming up?
I don't think I'll have one of those.
Come on.
Are you... Oh, okay. You talked me into it.
All right. That's how easy I felt for it.
How does that...
Okay, I'll do it.
How does that work?
Huh?
How does that work?
I don't know. I do the voices, and they send it over to Taiwan, where they draw it, and 8 weeks later it comes back. I still haven't seen it. But obviously, this is an example of it. But I apologize now.
But you apparently fell in love with the script or something.
All right, I didn't see the script quite right away.
Never mind.
It was the...
let's talk about the new movie, Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that now? You're Uncle Buck.
I'm Uncle Buck, kind of a ne'er-do-well bachelor, living in Chicago, across the road from Wrigley Field, who gets a call in the middle of the night to go look after his nieces and nephew.
Right.
He's the last choice of his brother and sister-in-law.
And he takes the kids for what? A couple of weeks? Month?
He gets them for about a week or so.
About a week. And then the fun begins.
Then the fun begins.
Yeah.
Well, it's you got to see it for yourself.
All right, well, let's take a look. Do we have some here? We have a few minutes. You know what we're going to see?
Yes, this is an interrogation scene at the breakfast table. This is my first morning there.
Okay, John Candy now, ladies and gentlemen, as Uncle Buck. Is it going to be a blockbuster?
Well, we're going to call Uncle Buck.
Pretty cute. There you go. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the young woman we saw is...
Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly, the great dancer. Man, I used to... Wow, I didn't know she was still making movies.
You see what makeup will do these days?
Unbelievable.
I'm telling you, the choices that he takes.
And the little kid, where do they keep getting these great little kid actors?
New York.
Upstate somewhere? Got him in a holding pen.
Where'd you find him in New York? I don't know.
And it opens, when did we say?
Next Wednesday on the 16th.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
And you're having a pretty good summer?
Yes, very nice so far.
Yeah. Always a pleasure to see you, John.
Nice being here.
Whenever
Thank
you're
you.
here, please come back.
Thank you very much, David.
John Candy, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. For a second there, I thought we were watching Nick at Night. And you know, that ain't a bad idea. Our first guest tonight is a lonely and talented actress and comedian. I'm sorry, lovely and talented actress. Sorry. Her films include Heartburn and Beetlejuice. Here she is as Tammy Faye Baker on SCTV, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here she is, ladies and gentlemen, Catherine O'Hara. What is that?
That's from the Party Game, a game show for celebrities from Hamilton, Ontario.
Oh, a Canadian game show. Yeah?
It's actually gone now, isn't it?
How long was it on?
All gone. Oh, years.
And how did we play the party game?
Charades.
Oh, charades.
Yeah, celebrity charades.
And who was the host of the show?
Bill Walker.
Thank you. Yeah. Bill Walker. And Billy Van was on it.
Yeah.
And Dinah Christie. You know,
yeah,
Dinah.
Yeah. And was this on the CBC or a local show?
I think it was CHL.
So it was a local show.
Syndicated, Canadian syndication.
So as obscure as it could possibly be.
Absolutely right.
And we've now devoted 3 minutes to it. Nice to see you. How you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Do you still live in Canada? Are you a Canadian?
I'm a Canadian, yes.
And do you live there?
No, I don't, actually. I'm sorry.
Where do you live?
I live in Los Angeles, actually, last 2 years.
And what is your nationality now? You're still Canadian?
Canadian, yes.
And you have landed immigrants?
Yes, I'd never lose that.
You have landed immigrant status? Is that what it is?
I'm legal, yes.
Yeah. So you're like Paul?
No, probably not as...
Not as legal as Paul.
No, I'm not as accepted as Paul. No, I have an H1.
An H1 being a what?
It's a work permit, but it's not like a green card. It's not for good, you know.
Yeah, but you know, when you say work permit, it sounds like you would be on the back of a truck heading out into a field, but you're probably not doing that,
well,
are you?
After that clip, I might be, thank you, David. After that Tammy Baker that was like...
That was funny,
15 years old.
Yeah, but I mean, it's surprising that it was old, but yet it was right at the beginning of their problems, right, or not?
I guess it was, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about auditing there, wasn't I?
Yeah. So how long ago would that have been?
Anybody? I don't... 10 years, maybe?
This is not the party game, Catherine.
It isn't?
No.
2 words. I remember my symbols. It's in your big fat book before you were on the show, and you'd have to study it.
Were you a regular on the program?
No, just once in a while.
You had a nice summer so far?
Yes, it was lovely.
What have you been doing?
Wait, I want to talk about Tammy. Do you know...
Oh, I thought we were
you don't
done.
think she's innocent.
No.
Yeah, guilty, do you?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. You know, it's a very odd world we live in.
I'm here to defend Tammy.
You think she's innocent?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I saw her on Phil Donahue, and he was much scarier than she could ever be.
Really?
Did anyone see that? Oh, gosh. That was... They were in Charlotte. Oh, why did I ask you?
I don't know what's going on.
I thought I was in a room with my friends here. Yeah, he was on. She was on with Phil Donahue from Charlotte.
Right.
There was no audience, so they had no questions from the audience.
Yeah.
But she defended them and did a fine job, and I believed everything she said.
She's always, regardless of what she's talking about or how emotional or non-emotional she is, she's always on the verge of tears, isn't she?
Yes, but she stopped herself.
Did she really?
Each time on Donahue, yeah.
To stop herself from...
Start, you know, and then she'd smile and continue.
Well, she's
and
brave.
She refused to cry, yeah.
Okay, great.
Which is a big thing for her.
Yeah. Was it on every night, Party Game? You think they might be interested in bringing it back? We can ride up there tonight. Sure. Let's do a commercial, and then we'll be back here with Catherine O'Hara. Nice to see you again. Boy, you look great. You look different from the last time I saw you. But you look good.
Serious.
Really nice. No, not serious, but
Not humorous.
No. You know what I'm saying. You look nice.
Oh, thank you, David. You too.
Yeah. Now,
You're even more handsome
Oh, sure I
in
am.
person.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
yes, I have been lonely.
Well, there you go. Good night, everybody. So tell me a little bit about your summer. What'd you do? Anything fun?
I worked,
Yeah,
which was nice for a change. I
what were
worked
you
on a movie in the desert,
Uh-huh.
in the higher desert.
What was the film?
It was about people living in trailers. And I did my first love scene.
Wow.
Scary.
Now, no, you mean first serious love scene, because
Yeah.
I've seen you in other things where it was maybe for comedy you
Yeah.
were doing a love scene. Sure.
Actually, we did laugh during the kissing, which was good in this. But, and I worked with Tony Dennison, who was from Crime Story. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
And he played Ray Luca, the main thug on the show. And he was the guy in the movie. And, you know, I talked to wardrobe beforehand. I told the director that I wouldn't do any nudity, because there was nudity in the script, but I said, no nudity, please, for me. No nudity for the audience. No nudity for the crew. Please, no.
Yeah.
And so I
Even
talked to wardrobe and got a body stocking. And
Oh, body stocking. Yeah.
with several layers underneath.
Yeah. Now from
Like
a distance.
sweater and,
And a sweater.
bodies. Yeah, they were shooting one scene from his point of view, from Tony's point of view, where they shoot from here up, so it looks like I'm naked, and I take my blouse off to go into this mountain spa. And even though I had a bodysuit on and like another bra under that, and then, you know, basically like a snowsuit under that, still there were like 20 extra guys behind the camera. Waiting for the blouse to come off. What are you waiting to see? There won't be anything here.
And how did the scene go?
It was fun. Actually, we didn't have to do a lot of... I was afraid it was going to be like, you know, my nervous hands kind of go along his arm or something. You know, they have those close-ups where you can tell people's hands are along damp skin. And it was actually... We didn't have to do it. We just had to sort of make out for about 30 seconds.
Now, you mentioned that you weren't interested in doing it naked, undressed completely.
No.
But do you ever imagine yourself doing it that way?
I can't.
Yeah. Give you an idea how starved for entertainment these people are.
When I get married?
Excellent answer, Miss Wyoming. Thank you very much.
But Tony Dennison had to have like show his bum to the camera. I was supposed to be looking at the front of him, and I was supposed to react to the fact that he was excited.
Was naked. Was
no,
excited.
Excited too. And I kept asking him before we shot, look, you're going to cover yourself, aren't you? Please. You know, I'm sorry, I should be cooler about this, but please cover yourself. He said, no, why? Well, you know, it's just a body. And I was like, yes, you're right. It's just a body. Okay. So during the scene, I had to look up when he took his shorts down, look up over and react. You know. But I did such a quick look because I wasn't going to get caught staring. So what he'd done with the wardrobe people is put a little face there. A little face with a tuft of black mustache, tuft of hair, and white tape all around it, sort of skin-colored tape. And I did this quick little glance to it, so I thought, what kind of sad surgery has this boy had? And my reaction was supposed to be loud. I was like, oh.
Like he was in the basement doing some woodworking and just a god-awful... Oh, man.
Oh, very sad.
And from this comes the love story that we'll see on the screen. Yeah. What is the name of... What is the name of the film?
I don't know. They've changed it. And...
No. And what does that mean?
It's the only movie I'll be in, so you'll know.
Okay. And will it be out soon? Christmas time? Easter? When?
Yeah, it's a big one with the big Christmas blockbuster.
It is? Oh, good. So you're...
No, it's a small
film,
important
film.
About people in a trailer park. It's gentle and sweet.
Yeah. Did you enjoy the experience?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So what else are you doing? Anything else coming up?
I was shopping today,
Yeah.
trying to find something to wear to the Saturday Night Live reunion.
Oh, that's the big night, sure.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big thing in New York.
Well, yeah, it's a huge thing. 15 years they've been on the air.
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
The show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's old clips.
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
They didn't ask me what I thought the show should be. They didn't call down
and
get my opinion on it.
Are you going?
No.
Boycotting?
No, I'm not boycotting. I'm just not, Sunday night I stay home.
It's your one night off.
It's my one night off, and, but I'll find something to do.
Well, we could come by.
Yeah, come on by. Bring the show to my house. What? Time to go. We have to go now. Did you enjoy your time here?
Yes, I did.
Good.
Thank
It's
you.
Catherine O'Hara, and we'll be right back. Tonight we're on for a grand, and all the games over the weekend we're on for a grand.
I don't know.
Yeah, just let it go.
I'm confused.
No, don't be a baby. It'll be fun.
I'm confused
No, that's
about
all right.
the procedures.
It'll be a lot of fun. And then next week we'll...
What do I owe you so far?
$3,000.
All right.
Our first guest has become one of the most popular movie actors in the entire world, and tomorrow night he will be hosting Saturday Night Live, and he has taken a few minutes out of rehearsing to stop by tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to Rick Moranis. Rick!
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You have a little
Well,
something there.
I'm on meal break from SNL.
How's it going up there?
Oh, it's fine.
Hectic?
But it's great.
Yeah.
You want some broccoli?
No, thank you.
They've been on 15 years up there. They only give them broccoli now.
Is that right, broccoli?
Yeah, so, it's calcium and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people in trouble up there. Like after the horse stopped moving his lips on Mr. Ed after about 6 years, they shot him. But they're 15 years. How long you been on?
We're looking at 8 here. We're getting close
Have a
to
little
8.
broccoli.
Yeah, maybe I will. Just later I'll have
Oh, you
some.
got to get Suddenly Seymour down. One of these.
Suddenly
Seymour. It's like a play-on thing.
No.
I could come on
We'll
to
get
that.
it done.
One of these
This,
things.
of course, is from Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want
And you're just unbelievable. You're like a big star. Well, look at the big movies. Ghostbusters, like 400 million. And then, Honey, I Ate the Kids.
Shrunk. There's actually...
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Disney sent me all the clippings, all the press clippings as they came out, the reviews and stuff, and there was actually a typo in one paper, and it said, Honey, I Struck the Kids. Seriously,
a new screwball comedy from Disney. Ooh. But this is amazing. Big movies for you.
Yeah, and, you'd think I'd get something out of it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you did, right?
Well, no, the Screen Actors Guild has a thing where you get to keep the shoes from movies. Shoes, socks, and bathing suits. That way they keep actors from passing things on to themselves, to other people. No, it's actually true. So, like, on the Disney picture, they came to me and they said, well, what should Wayne Zelinsky wear when he shrinks the kids, when he's in the machine? So I said, you know those long bathing suits with the stripes, little paisley in between, nice pair of Cole Haan loafers with a tassel, and a real nice sock.
Yeah.
So they got it for me, and then the director said, gee, I saw it completely different, like an apron and a kind of a suit and tie. I went with that, but I got to keep the bathing suit and the shoes.
Oh, well, that's good.
So that's what I try and do.
So there are some other benefits besides just the cold, hard cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought you some.
What is that?
This is the novelization of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. It's a book. It'll take you a while to read it. 89 pages. I just want to read you. This is really, really brilliant fiction. I just want to read. This is where my character is introduced. At that moment, Wayne Zelinsky, physicist, that's the way they describe it, was tinkering with his latest invention in his attic laboratory. Amy and Nick's dad wore one red sock and one yellow. You see what I'm saying? It's like that way I got 2 pairs of socks out of it.
Good for you. Good thinking.
Anyway, this is for you. You can put it...
So now, wait a minute. The film wasn't based on a novel.
No.
This came out... This was written based on the film.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, well.
So it's Honey. You can put it right between Hemingway and the Iacocca. The Iacocca autobiography, Honey, I Shrunk the Plymouth.
How many kids do you have?
Me, too.
Yeah, you have 2 kids. How old are they?
I have a 3-year-old, she'll be 3 in November, year-old daughter, and a 1-year-old boy.
Now with kids that age, or kids just generally, I would guess it's tough for you with the
Tomorrow
schedule.
night on Saturday Night Live, which is probably not going to start at 11:30 because there's a ball game on, right? There's a ball game on late. I don't know anything about it. You don't know anything about baseball? I heard. The show will start probably at, what, 2, 3 in the morning, I guess. Tomorrow night will be the latest I've been up in 3 years.
Oh, because of the kids.
In fact, my schedule this week, I came in 9 o'clock Monday morning after I took my 3-year-old to school, ready to work. The writers came in at 6. Tuesday, the same thing. Wednesday was great because it was coupon day, and Gristides had bounty towels on for 79 cents each. And they get all the papers up there, so I just clipped coupons, and then Thursday spent the day getting towels. And that's what I've been doing.
So it's tough for you then, is what you're saying.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah, and you brought a clip?
I have a clip I'd like to show.
A clip of what
This
are we looking at?
It's a clip from The Old Gringo, which opens this weekend.
I didn't, I had no idea you were in that.
I'm not. But it opens this weekend. It's, just let me set it up a little bit. It's the story of, well, Jimmy Smits plays, he's on L.A. Law, he plays a lawyer.
Right.
And he goes down, he plays, the L.A. lawyer, goes down to Mexico to defend Jane Fonda in this, apparently they've been bootlegging her exercise cassettes, and Gregory Peck is reprising his role in To Kill a Mockingbird, and he defends the thing, and it's a whole trial thing, so we should roll the clip.
I didn't realize it was that involved, so this is a few minutes now of
Old Gringo. Opens Friday, today.
Opens Friday, today. Wow, that looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I also have a clip from Drugstore Cowboy, if we have time for
I don't think we have any time for any more clips.
And next weekend I'll have a clip from some other movies.
Okay,
Anytime you want me to come on and promote some other movies, because I got on a roll this summer promoting movies.
Have you been working on another film, or you?
I'm starting a picture, actually, with Steve Martin in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to it. And Joan Cusack.
Yeah. Money in the bank. Have a good weekend there on Saturday Night Live. Nice to see you.
Great to see you. Thank you.
Rick Moranis, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.